Hello, students of grade 9. I hope you are doing well today. We are going to have another consultation class and we are moving on into a new topic. Okay, the topic for today will be the adverbs of frequency, and in this lesson we are going to have a display of the use of the adverbs of frequency and the position of the adverbs of frequency in the sentences. So, for what do we use the adverbs of frequency? We use the adverbs of frequency to say how often we do things. In this slide, we have a pyramid with the adverbs of frequency and the percentages, which tell us the frequency of the action that is performed. So never 0%, rarely 5%, seldom 10%, occasionally 30%, sometimes 50%, often 70%, frequently 80%, usually 90%, and always 100%. The adverbs of frequency answer the typical question starting with how often or how frequently. Okay, let's have some examples. How often do you brush your teeth? I always brush my teeth. How often does your mother cook? She rarely cooks. How often is Claudio late for class? He's never late for class. Okay, one of the main characteristics of the adverbs of frequency is the position, the way they are positioned in the sentences. So you have to remember some rules about the position of the adverbs of frequency. So adverbs of frequency go before all verbs or the main verb and after a form of the verb to be, am, is, or are. She is often late for class. In this case, the adverbs of frequency is positioned after the auxiliary verb to be. They are always late for class. The same example. The adverbs of frequency always is positioned after the auxiliary verb to be. She usually cooks. In this case, we have the adverbs of frequency before the main verb. They usually cook, as well as, in this example, the adverbs of frequency is positioned before the main verb. With don't and doesn't, we use the adverbs of frequency after this and before the verb. We don't usually travel. She doesn't usually travel. So what have we said? That the adverbs of frequency stay after the don't and doesn't, and as well as the adverbs of frequency stay before the main verb. The adverbs of frequency sometimes, often, and usually can go at the beginning of the sentences, or sometimes they are put at the end, not before main verbs. Sometimes we study English. We study English usually. I always go to school by bus. I don't usually get at 7. I sometimes have lunch in a restaurant and I seldom have breakfast. Okay, you can use even the time expression as well as adverbs of frequency when you are asked with the question how often, every day, or you can use even every plus the days of the week. You can use a preposition on plus the days of the week, for example, on Thursdays. Once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month, once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, or early. For example, how often do you attend the Latin dance classes? 3 times a week, for example. Or how often do you attend an English course? 4 times a week. In this next slides, you are going to have two activities with the adverbs of frequency. The first one, you have to rewrite each sentences with the adverbs of frequency in the parentheses in its correct position. For example, I play tennis on Sundays, and the adverbs of frequency in brackets is often. So you are going to position the adverbs of frequency. And the answer is the correct answer. I often play tennis on Sundays. The next activity is to rewrite the sentences in the correct order. For example, to the mountains / never / we / go. And the correct answer will be, we never go to the mountains. So let's remember what we have said in the beginning of the lesson. The adverbs of frequency. So what do you have to remember? You have to remember all the adverbs of frequency. Never, rarely, seldom, occasionally, sometimes, often, frequently, generally, usually, always, and as well as their position in the sentences. So the subject plus adverb plus the main verb. Daniel always passes his exam. Or the other position. Subject plus the auxiliary verb to be plus adverb. He is always, for example, happy. Subject plus auxiliary verb plus adverb plus the main verb. Susan has always lived in New York. So in the last slides, you have to be very careful because you have to memorize that the adverbs of frequency, especially always, hardly ever, seldom, rarely, and never, can't stay at the beginning of the sentences. Okay, guys, this was the lesson for today. We are going to see in the next class. Bye.